Get ready for your family's summer adventure with Curry Honda in Chicopee. Hi, it's Cassie, and we want you to hit the road in the all-new 2026 Honda Passport, built for rugged trails and packed with style. Available in vibrant colors to match your vibe. Or pack everyone up in the new Honda Odyssey, the ultimate family minivan with a spacious interior, rear seat entertainment, and cabin watch to keep your kids in check. Come get your dream ride at Curry Honda in Chicopee on Memorial Drive or online at curryhondamass.com.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 5:50. And Bon Jovi with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It is going to be cloudy today with a high of 79. Tomorrow, more of the same with a high of 78. It is 55 right now in downtown Springfield.
Hollywood Trash is brought to you by Western Mass Masons. Call them for all your foundation and chimney needs.
Somehow you still care about what's happening in Hollywood. So, from Tinseltown, 3,000 miles away, it's Steve Nagle's Hollywood Trash.
Matt Damon and his brother Kyle made their dad's dying wish come true by spreading some of his ashes at Fenway Park. Their father passed away in 2017 at 74 years old. I thought you weren't allowed to do that.
When you're Matt Damon, I'm sure you can find your way into doing it.
On the third episode of The Believer Boston Red Sox docuseries, Matt says, quote, "My dad was a pitcher, left-handed pitcher. I was like, do you want me to try to get them on the mound? And he's like, F no. He goes, put him in the seats. I never made it to the field." So when Kyle and his two sons went to watch the Red Sox compete in the 2018 World Series, he dumped a small thimble of ashes, but not without consulting Matt first. Matt added, quote, "I said, Kyle, man, it's Chris Sale against Clayton Kershaw. It's the two best left-handed pitchers in the world at Fenway. I'm like, of course you got to do it. And of course you're with your grandsons." Wow.
Yeah, boy. We should all drop ashes at Fenway.
He said the ashes got swept up with the peanuts anyway. But a portion of it's still there. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's really the symbolism. I mean,
yeah.
At some point the ashes blow away anywhere.
You're not supposed to do that, though.
It's too bad.
It's human remains, some kind of desecration of human remains or something like that. I don't know. Who knows? Let's see. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco got married Saturday at a place called Seacrest Nursery in Santa Barbara and wasted little time posting pictures.
It's too bad you're not doing DJ work annemore. Imagine DJing that wedding.
I wouldn't want to.
Why not?
Yeah, pressure on something like that.
Dude, they'd be paying you top dollar.
Yeah, it would really boost my career. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce asking me to do even if I did like the Jack and Jill. You don't think they have a Jack and Jill party?
I don't know if they need a Jack and Jill party.
Well, you don't know that. They got to raise money for the wedding somehow.
I don't think they need to raise money for the wedding somehow.
You don't. Listen. The rich people stay rich because they don't spend any of their own money. They let other people do it for them.
All right, but if they want top-notch quality entertainment,
well,
Steve Nagle can come out of retirement for that one.
So these two get married, and then within minutes they're posting it on Instagram. To savor the moment.
You got to strike while the lightning's hot.
In his own post, Benny said he married, quote, a real-life Disney princess. And then celebrity guests included Taylor Swift, of course. But Selena's Only Murders in the Building co-stars Martin Short, Steve Martin, along with Paul Rudd, Zoe Saldana, Ed Sheeran, SZA, Camila Cabello, Paris Hilton, Eric Andre, Phineas, and members of Selena's Wizards of Waverly Place family. Sheeran and Taylor reportedly gave speeches at the reception, while Short and Martin, or Martin and Short, which one?
Probably both.
They gave one together at the rehearsal dinner. Selena was given away by her grandfather, David Cornett, and even though her father, Richard Gomez, was there's no word on why that was. There are some reports that Selena's mom, Mandy Teefey, was devastated that neither she nor her current husband were asked to do the honors, but that doesn't seem to be true. Mandy posted on Instagram that it was heartwarming to watch her dad walk Selena down the aisle. Here's the kicker. Selena and Benny reportedly hired the same wedding planner that Justin and Hailey Bieber used.
No kidding. Ooh.
Selena and Benny, who's a music producer, met about 10 years ago. They got engaged last December, and there you go.
Wow, I'm sorry I missed it.
Yeah.
I now regret sending my regrets.
Last night during Sunday Night Football, Bad Bunny was announced as the headliner for the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show. But he might not have been the first choice. Taylor Swift was allegedly in negotiations, but she turned it down because she didn't want to do it for free. Good for her.
No. She didn't do it because the Chiefs are having a terrible season. I mean, they won yesterday, but still.
Can you imagine performing at your boyfriend's poor-performing football game? An unnamed executive says, quote, she wasn't asking for favors, she was asking for respect. Taylor knows her worth. She knows the kind of rating she brings, the global attention she commands. She's the kind of person that could ask for money for that because most of the other ones are doing it. They do it for free because they're like, wow, I could sell some albums. She could probably care less.
You know, the funny part about it is the NFL's got a big set not paying these people for the halftime show.
Well, but it's
they should all get paid.
Yeah, but it's this business. It's like, hey, if we can get somebody to do it for trade, we'll do it.
You don't think, though, that if Taylor Swift were the halftime show, that it would be the NFL that benefits the most? Yeah, they should slide her a few bucks.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's the NFL's being a bunch of tightwads. Of course, Bad Bunny is a great get.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he is.
All them Latin Grammys.
Hey, Bad Bunny's a very popular person.
He is. I'm not denying it.
The Riyadh, how do you say this? The Riyadh Comedy Festival? Riyadh kicked off this weekend in Saudi Arabia. The Saudis paid big money to attract the biggest names in stand-up, including Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, Louis C.K., Aziz Ansari, and Pete Davidson. But not everybody's on board. Shane Gillis says he turned down a significant bag to play there. Quote, I took a principled stand. You don't 9/11 your friends.
Okay.
And Mark Maron said, quote, how do you even promote that? From the folks that brought you 9/11, 2 weeks of laughter in the desert, don't miss it. The same guy is going to pay them as the same guy that's paid to bonesaw that journalist and put him in a suitcase, but don't let that stop the yucks. It's going to be a good time. Maron did admit that he wasn't invited to the festival and said, it's kind of easy for me to take the high road on this one. Easy to maintain your integrity when nobody's offering to buy it from you. Comedian Tim Dillon agreed to do a set at the festival because they offered him $375,000. But he was eventually uninvited after the Saudis heard him say this. So what if they have slaves? They're not paying me enough to look the other way. I guess if you're not proud of their slavery, then I guess you don't get the gig.
And yet, Taylor Swift can't get $5.
I would do a gig for how many $20 dinner at a comedy shows is $375,000 for a 40-minute set?
Yeah. Easy. Forget about the moral high ground.
I don't even care about the moral aspect of it. I'm just disgusted and jealous that I can't get a paycheck like that. For telling jokes. $375,000 for doing a show.
Suppose you middled.
Huh? I got a free chicken dinner at the Springfield Policeman's Ball the other night. And they made a donation to the charity of my choice.
Oh, good.
See, which I guess is better than $375,000.
I suppose.
Right. Enough of that complaining. Kim Kardashian's latest shoot for Vanity Fair, topless in her leather pants, dripping in gold chains, has the internet gasping this week.
Really? She must have something to say.
Oh, my God. The last time I was dripping this much bling on my chest was when Ray J yanked his bratwurst bazooka out of my fudge funnel and sprayed me like a malfunctioning fire hydrant in that sex tape you can purchase on YouPorn for $39.95.
Galen?
Well, I never got that down and dirty with your mother, Chris Kim, but I once tuned her rusty trombone until it sounded like a middle school band concert. I was slow cooking yesterday's taco meat in a nylon sleeping bag.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is I jack-tooled that mulch spreader so hard her back porch looked like it had been spackled by a blind drywall crew. Oh, your mother. Yeah. And that is your Hollywood trash on Rock 102.
Best. And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, your grilling destination. Weber, Big Green Egg, Uni Pizza Ovens, and Traeger Woodfire Grills.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Well, folks, I can't speak for any of you, but I never had any doubts that the Red Sox were going to make the playoffs. Oh, sure, some of my earlier statements may have seemed less than supportive, but privately, I was as cocksure as the next fella. And as it turned out, I was right. Sox took 2 out of 3 from the collapsing Detroit Tigers, and now the Red Sox will get a chance to advance in a 3-game series against the New York Yankees. Now, you might think, the Yankees? This can't be good for anybody. To which I would say, keep your pants on there, mister. Now, let me run a few numbers past you before you start your 3-game panic. First of all, during the regular season, the Red Sox played the Yankees 13 times, of which the Sox pounded the Yankees 8 times. But you might say, yeah, but Baxie, this entire wild card series is going to be played at Yankee Stadium, which would give the Sox a distinct disadvantage. Yes, theoretically, that is true. But I would remind you that of the 7 regular games the 2 teams played in New York, it was the Red Sox who won 6 of them. Now, you might also say, but Baxie, the Yankees are going in with the big left-hander Max Fried tomorrow night. A record of 19 wins, 5 losses, 189 strikeouts, and a 2.86 ERA. To which I would say, yeah, but the Yankees are going to have to face Cy Young candidate Garrett Crochet, who went 18-5, had 255 strikeouts, and a 2.59 ERA for the Red Sox. That's better than Max Fried all day long. And again, I don't want to get all cocky here, nor do I want to skip over the fact that it's a do-or-die best-of-3-game playoff series. But based upon all the indisputable numbers that I've just belched out before you, I would say that it should be the Yankees who should be more scared of us than the other way around. And while history would suggest that I could be consumed with unrealistic expectations and denials, I've chosen to see things in a positive light because I believe this is the Red Sox year. The year that they get kicked out of the best-of-5-game divisional series instead. Until that happens, go Sox. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. The DeWalt $15 hand tool sale at Rocky's. Circular saw blades, hand saws, drill bits, $15. Good tools, good deals right now in your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock at 611 and Queen with David Bowie on Rock 102.
Cloudy today with a high of 79. It's 55 right now in downtown Springfield.
Unlike other weeks, there is much to talk about with Scott Cohen coming up in about an hour. We'll talk about Red Sox baseball and the playoffs. We'll also talk about the Patriots beating Carolina and maybe some other things, but those will be the 2 big ones.
There you go. Successful weekend, I guess you could say.
Did you?
Yeah. Went to.
Well, you did like back-to-back comedy shows, right?
You know, I did that one Thursday for 23 people at the it was like 30-something people.
It was the ultimate 23andMe.
Right. 23.
Except it was you.
Right. At the Academy of Music on Thursday. And then, surprisingly, on Friday night in Cheshire, Connecticut. Is it Cheshire or Cheshire? Cheshire, Connecticut. First of all, I didn't realize how many people listen to us down there. And,
oh yeah,
and there was twice the amount of people at a patio of a brewery than there were in the Academy of Music on Thursday night.
So now we got 46 people.
Yeah, and there was a small bus that was converted into a food truck that was there.
That's
with
cool.
A generator. I kind of felt like I was at the Big E a little bit, you know.
And with a size crowd,
yeah,
compared to what you saw on Thursday,
right?
Must have been overwhelming.
But great crowd on Friday night. It was a good time. It's a long way down there
from where you live.
It's an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's a haul.
And then coming home, I didn't follow. I should have just followed the Waze, but I stupidly went 91, and there was all that construction, so it was 30 minutes in traffic.
Oh, boy.
Right at that 691 interchange down there. So that was kind of a pain in the ass. But Saturday night, I was the entertainment for the Springfield Police Ball.
This is the Springfield Policeman's Other Ball?
Yes, the Springfield Policeman's Other Ball.
Right.
Yeah. It should be called the Blue Ball. I don't know why they don't do that.
Because they are probably afraid that might offend somebody. I don't know why.
Maybe. But no.
Now, was the place just crawling with cops?
There was cops everywhere.
Did you use all that great cop material that we talked about?
I said the last time I was surrounded by this many cops, it didn't end with a free chicken dinner. It was a bologna sandwich in a cell somewhere.
Right, They made it off the radiator.
That's right. But no, it was. Yeah, it's weird when you're doing something like that for a crowd that's not really expecting stand-up comedy. Like a lot of people, they were there. Like there was a cocktail hour, and then everybody's wet their whistle a little bit, and then people are talking. So they're talking. But I just did it. I'm learning to just do versus worry about what other people are doing. Just do what you got to do.
Well, the last thing you want as a comic is to worry about what other people are thinking of you.
Well, no, seriously though, like
it's true.
Like it's like not worry about people who aren't paying attention, because there are people who are paying attention.
You just got to plow right through it.
Do it, and I thought it went pretty well.
Now, did you use that one line we talked about?
Yes, I opened with that. First, I prefaced it by saying, how proud and supportive we are as a community to have you men and women protecting us every day. And I was kissing their ass,
of course,
on purpose, just so I could preface with the first joke, which was, hey, what did Greg Bigda say when he got to the ball? Hey, where's the open bar? The car's running outside.
How'd that go?
That went pretty well.
They love that.
Yeah, they did. Well, some of them probably didn't like that.
You know what? That's okay.
Yeah.
You got to laugh at you. If you can't laugh at yourself, Steve, who can you laugh at?
And I said, Greg Bigda, the other ride to remember.
Man, comedy gold. It's like shooting a launcher right out of the park.
And then I asked, the question. I'm like, here's what I really want to know. Did he ever get the sandwiches from Primo's? Like, did he ever?
Again, home run.
Yeah. Or did you piss them off enough? Because I don't see a gift certificate on that raffle table over there for Primo's Pizza. See, that would have been
that would have been
the good
prize.
Yeah. So, no, that was a successful night. I was told it was a black tie event. I was one of maybe two people that were in a tuxedo. Everybody else was just in they were all dressed very lovely people.
Sure.
Nice and everything. I just felt like I was a little overdressed for the occasion.
See, I'm telling you, I think you should be wearing the tux all the time.
I know, but it's a pain in the ass.
It's no different than any other suit you got.
Because you got to, whatever you wear it like 3 nights in a row, and I got to clean, you sweat in it, and, this thing's got to go to the dry cleaner.
Then get a second one.
I got to get a second one.
You're doing enough shows right now, you can justify more than one tux, and you could interchange them. So, like, for example, let's say you got a Friday, Saturday show, 2 shows a night, 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. You could wear one tux on a Friday, one on a Saturday, be at the dry cleaner on Sunday, boom, they're back on Tuesday, and you're all set ready to go for Thursday
you got
night.
It all figured out, don't you?
I'm telling you, there used to be a time in show business where every comic, every entertainer wore a tuxedo. They wear a tuxedo with a laundromat. They wear a tuxedo at the grocery store. Going to the bank, cashing their checks. They always wore the tuxedo. You ever see Dean Martin not wear a tuxedo?
No, I don't think I have.
I've made my case.
He wore a jacket once, like a pea coat.
Sure, right, but that was like an off night.
Yeah,
99% of the time he's wearing a tux.
I don't want to do that. It seems like a lot.
I don't think so. What would you normally wear?
I don't know, jeans and a T-shirt or a button down or something.
Do you iron the shirt?
No, I hang it on the door and I spray that stuff on it. So
the wrinkle release stuff?
Wrinkle release stuff, and then you let it sit there for a couple hours, and it's already nice and ready to go.
Doesn't seem to be that much more complicated. You got the fake tie, right? Little clip-on tie?
Little clip-on tie, yeah.
Yeah, actually, you could go without the tie, still wear the shirt and the tux, and have the fake cocktail in your hand. You're going to look like you're going to look just like Dean Martin.
If I get different color bow ties, it looks like I change my clothes every night, too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
But then you're walking around smelling like a foot if you didn't wash it. You sweat enough in it Friday night. What's Saturday going to be like?
Comedy is tough business, Steve.
Sometimes
I guess so. When someone says this comic stinks,
but
you never know what they mean.
I got to be in the presence of greatness with Mayor Dom Dom.
I saw the picture.
The other thing, and when I started telling jokes, I could hear him going, "Oh!" Like
Like when you said when you did the big stuff.
As soon as I said the word big day, I hear, oh, geez, Sue. I can hear it. Oh, hey, oh. But no, I got to sit. I sat at this table with some nice folks. There was one guy from the SWAT team.
Wow.
It was a SWAT.
That's badass.
And I started singing that theme song. Well, playing that theme song in my head.
Sure.
The SWAT theme
song. Yeah.
I didn't write. It was like one of those things that I didn't like. I thought it kind of makes sense now because it's not like a SWAT team is needed all the time.
No, just in certain situations.
Yeah, so this guy was like, yeah, well, I'm on patrol. And then when they need like a SWAT, then he's like part of that team to go in. I thought it was like, the guys driving around in that box truck, just waiting to pop out of it.
No, it's not quite like that. They got to mobilize. They got to get the guys off the street into the SWAT uniform. They got to turn on the water cannons and start going after town.
Wouldn't that be kind of cool to have like a security detail that's a SWAT team? Just following you around all the time.
It would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
you're right.
Speed up the line when that person's ordering scratch tickets at the gas station.
Yeah.
Get the SWAT guy going, all right, hurry it up, pal. We can do this. We can speed this up.
Now this week you're doing it's a charity show for Thursday, right?
Thursday is for the East Longmeadow basketball program. It's $30 dinner and a comedy show. It's not $20 dinner and a comedy show.
$10.
But the $10 is going to the East Longmeadow basketball program. So that should be a fun time.
That's cool.
And then we'll have raffles and all that other good stuff to go along. And then that big party for that guy that used to work here on Saturday.
That'll be nothing but laughs.
Who was his name again?
His
Is it Rodeo?
No.
Is it
Greg Adasian. That's who is. That's who is.
Yeah.
Bob Kester having a big party
Kester.
For Bobby. Right.
I miss Bob Kester.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know.
He's a peach, that guy.
But so it's another busy week.
It's 6:21 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. 6:30 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Freedom Credit Union. Freedom is yours. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Oh, it's over. The Big E. It ended
nuts.
last night, and there's two stories here on 22 News this morning. The Big E, New England's largest fair, concludes its 17-day run, offering a final opportunity for visitors to enjoy its diverse array of food, music, and shopping. The 17-day fair, which has been a staple in the region, wrapped up the full day of activities and attractions with ZZ Top.
Wow.
Yeah. Attendees expected live performances, indulged in iconic fair foods, and explored various exhibits, including the livestock shows.
Now, Steve, what were the exact attendance figures for this year's Big E?
I wish I could tell you that. I wish I could tell you. But there's no numbers. They didn't release any of the numbers.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I'll be damned.
I would be damned too. And I don't know why this is jumping all over. Anyway, visitors to the Big E Fair are spending significant amounts on food and entertainment, with some families setting budgets to manage costs. This is before the Big E ended, by the way, that they did this story.
Imagine that, having to set a budget to enjoy the Big E.
Yeah, the Big E, which lasts 2.5 weeks and occurs every year, offers a variety of attractions, food, and experiences that many attendees find worth the expense. It's definitely a lot. You're paying for the experience, said a person at the fair. It's about the time being spent. It's not so much the money, but about the memories. Yeah, I remember losing all my money at the Big E.
I remember walking in with a lot of money, but I remember walking out with not much left.
On the final day of the season, attendees shared their spending experiences at the fair. Spiros Perakis ordered 2 street corns for $24.
That's like $12 a piece.
Yeah, and Jada Rasco bought a Billy's Special Baked Potato for $10. That's the Connecticut one. That's the Billy's, I believe.
Steve, can't you buy like a whole bag of potatoes for like less than $10?
You could. You absolutely could. But who wants to do that when you can waste all your money on one?
But everything they put on them loaded baked potatoes is stuff that you could do on your own.
Kayla Hobbs purchased a margarita for $20.
Ooh.
with an additional $10 in extras.
Bet you can't stop at just $10 of extras? Like
I don't
extra
know
stuff that went into the margarita?
What, like salt?
A glass?
Booze?
We got a $5 glass charge.
Yeah, the $20 was just for the margarita mix. You got to pay an extra $10 if you want any booze in it.
Oh, you want liquid to be mixed in with that dust?
Yeah. Many visitors felt the experience was worth it. One couple reported spending around $400 in one day, while a family of four anticipated spending $300, though they expected to only spend $200 initially. Ryan Fournier, who attended the Big E with his family of three, mentioned setting a budget of $300 to $400. Local businesses such as Cannoli King participate in the fair, offering deals like $6 cannolis, which are considered one of the best deals on the fairground.
That's a pretty good deal.
The Big E Fair provides a unique annual experience with visitors willing to spend for the memories and support local businesses.
You know, not that I'm a tightwad by any means, but I can think of like 400 things I'd rather do with $400 than lose it all at the Big E. No
Yeah.
offense to the Big E. I like going to the Big E, but it's like not for $400 I don't.
That's a lot of money for walking around a fair for the day.
It's like everything has gone up. When you're feeding the animals in the petting area, petting zoo part, is it still a quarter, or they jacked the price up to like $6 for a handful of kibble?
You know what? I didn't go into the Farmer-Rama. Is that where it is, or is it the Farmer? No, there's a petting zoo on
it's
the
a petting.
other side.
Yeah, that's how I go there to clean my hands off.
I didn't. With the hand sanitizer there. I didn't go into that. I was only there for a couple hours, and it was there to specifically try a couple of things and then leave. But I guess the traffic wasn't that bad. I don't think there was that many people there over the weekend.
That's the rumor. My cousin and her husband came, went to it last Thursday, and we had dinner with them after they were done, and they had never been. And they said, "How many hours do you think we're going to need to spend at the Big E?"
45 minutes.
I said, well, I said, it all depends on how much you want to get out of the Big E. Keep in mind, the longer you stay there, the more money you're going to spend. Right. I said, I have done as many as 4 hours. I have done as little as 15 minutes. So that's up to you. And then when they left, I said, well, how was it? And their response was, having never been there before and now going there for the very first time, I can tell you, I probably don't ever need to come back.
Oh, well, that's true.
I mean, and I said, well, you know what? If you decide, say like 5 years from now, you got a real itch for a cream puff and you want to drive all the way out from Rehoboth to West Springfield, I'm pretty sure, almost 100% sure, that it will be exactly the same as you just saw, only slightly more expensive.
Well,
or significantly more expensive, depending on the economy.
So, with the Big E being as expensive as it is, this other fair that's going on in New England on this past weekend caused major traffic backups to the point where people waited 2 to 3 hours in line to find out that there was no parking at the Durham Fair.
The Durham Fair.
Which I guess is one of these like secondary popular things. 105th Durham Fair kicks off blending new attractions with old traditions. And I was watching these TikTok videos of these people who were like stuck in gridlock traffic only to be told when they got up to the gate, hey, there's no parking, you got to turn around. We're out of parking spaces for the Durham Fair.
What are they doing at Durham that's so amazing? I mean, they're only doing it for like 4 days, right?
I think it might be a little bit cheaper. I think that's where they're winning on that one.
Oh, well, say no more. Styx was there on Saturday.
Oh, well, that's why.
That's why you had it.
Well, the jig is up. The news is out.
They finally found the fair.
Yeah. Let's see info. How much admission to the Durham Fair? Oh, it's only $10. That's half the price of the Big E.
That's not so bad.
And then, and then the rides you can get for $20. That's not bad.
No. That's okay.
Yeah, but do you want to? Would you? Did that happen? Remember that happened at the Cummington Fair a couple of years ago? That tiny little Cummington Fair. All these people drove from Eastern Mass to go there, only to find out that it was there was no parking. They had to close the gates because too many people were at the Cummington Fair.
Well, I think when it comes to the Big E, there are so many people that don't want to be with 150, 180,000 people that they'll say, well, what else is going on this weekend? Oh, there's one in Durham. Oh, there's one in Cummington. Let's go to that.
Yeah. And then everybody's
got the same idea you do.
That's not good. Springfield police seized a loaded gun during an arrest on Calhoun Street. Police said they've been investigating 44-year-old Raul Pantoja for months, suspecting him of having an illegal gun and selling crack cocaine. Then on Thursday, he was detained on Calhoun Street, where officers found the loaded gun, heroin, crack cocaine, as well as drug paraphernalia in his car. He was arrested and now faces several charges. All for getting pulled over.
Could have just left some of that stuff at home, don't you think?
You probably should have. There's a sad story about a woman who has died following a crash involving a pedestrian in Springfield on Friday night. Springfield police spokesman Ryan Wall stated at approximately 9:30 on Friday, officers were called to a car accident involving a pedestrian near the State and Pleasant Street intersection. The pedestrian, an adult woman, was brought to Bay State Medical Center where she died from her injuries. The driver involved in the crash remained in the area and cooperated with police. The traffic unit is currently investigating the incident. And let's see, what else is going on? A little happier story, jeez.
It's a bit of a bummer today, actually.
It is. It's kind of a downer day,
What do you got to turn things around?
I don't know. How about two idiots in Texas facing charges after their weird Netflix prank started a fight that involved gunfire? A 20-year-old in San Antonio hopped on Netflix last week and realized someone had changed his username. It's not clear what they changed it to, but police said it was some sort of insult. Like Mr. Stinky Pants.
I'd be offended by that.
He decided that the two guys he knew were the ones who changed it, 19-year-old Brian Reynolds and 18-year-old Anthony Constantine. He told police he was disrespected by the prank and agreed to fight both of them, so they met up and went at it. Anthony and Brian had a gun with them, and one of them used it to pistol whip the guy. The guy was then a shot was fired, apparently by mistake, and now they're both facing charges for assault with a deadly weapon. What a good news day.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be cloudy with a high of 79. It's 55 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 646 and BTO with Bax and Nagle and Rock 102.
It is going to be cloudy with a high of 79. It is 55 right now in downtown Springfield.
Hey, this week on Baxy's Musical Podcast, my guest is producer Phil Galoni from the band Waverly Drive. His brand new debut album of his own material just came out on the 16th of this month. It's a really good record, but his producer hat that he's worn for years, also very impressive. Pretty cool story behind it. You can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify, the Rock 102 YouTube channel, rock102.com, as well as the app. All brought to you by Metro, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram at Chicopee and Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock.
AI is, kind of scary, the things that it can do.
Yeah.
And then also the things that are kind of entertaining that it can do. You got to look at the bright side,
Well, I'm only looking for the fun stuff. I haven't had it do things for me yet.
Are you haven't had it put together? Well, we've had pictures that we've made.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
But I haven't had it mow my lawn. I haven't had it pay my bills. Haven't done any of that stuff yet.
Can it do all that?
Why not?
Well, what do you have to give? What kind of information do you have to give the AI? Here's my banking information, and yeah,
here's my social security number.
But there's that. We've heard from this thing before. It's There I Ruined It.
Yes.
So they took the Animals, House of the Rising Sun, and they mixed it with Mr. Rogers' Won't You Be My Neighbor.
Oh, God.
And it sounds just like this.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Please, won't you be my neighbor?
Puts a whole creepy vibe to that whole
really
song.
Does, yeah? No kidding.
Isn't that weird?
Thank God he didn't do like Sky Pilot. I can't stand that song.
Sky Pilot sucks.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of these kind of AI matchups.
You can keep it up in the background.
Yeah, and
I've always wanted to live
it is disturbing.
Yeah. But the feel that it gives this song.
Let's make the most of this beautiful day.
I actually like this one better than the original.
I actually do, too.
Say, please, won't you be my neighbor? You know, everyone has lots of ways of feeling. It's what we do with our feelings that matter in this life. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Wow.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Auto-tuned and everything.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
What do you think Mr. Rogers would have said about this?
I'm sure Mr. Rogers would love it, but I'm also sure Mr. Rogers has never heard the original either.
Please, won't you be my neighbor? Only one person in this whole world like you. That's you yourself. I'll be back next time. Bye-bye.
All right.
That makes me want to change my sweater.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, what you can do with technology these days.
I haven't really. Have you done any real experimenting with it?
With the AI thing?
Yeah.
Well, so I was telling you, like, I did that the cake committee thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was, you just put in a bunch of information and it comes up with this stupid, cake rules and all that stuff.
I see.
But as far as, we tried using it for writing commercials because we were told by the company that, hey, you should really use AI.
Yeah.
And then, like, the problem is by the time you put in all the information about a business, you might as well have written the commercial yourself.
Especially if it comes back with something you don't like.
Well, because the other thing is the AI doesn't understand what we understand. Like if you're doing something about like Aqua Pump, for example, right?
Right.
They don't know about Aqua Pump. Like the AI doesn't understand. The AI is only getting information that it can get from the web or whatever like that. It's not like you're personalizing it by knowing these guys that run the company, and it takes away from it.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's me. I guess I still prefer the human touch.
Yeah.
On things, especially when it comes to like creative pursuits.
Yeah.
Writing commercial copy, books, music. Have you ever heard any of the music that is created by these AI bots? It's awful. It's not even. It's
oh yeah.
It's so contrived and dull that you think this is the thing that's supposed to ruin everything for us. Think you can tell it from a mile away.
I don't know. Yeah, some of it's kind of entertaining though. I heard that there's a whole like list of songs that were made by to make it sound like 50s doo-wop.
Yeah.
And one of the songs is called "Don't Put Your D in That." But it sounds like it,
Yeah.
like it's the Platters singing it, like "Don't put your D in that." So it's kind of funny. I mean, if you're using it for entertainment purposes, but as far as like making decisions, you haven't watched the South Park episode about ChatGPT, have you?
I don't know if I have.
It is hilarious. Randy is like addicted to the AI, and he keeps asking it questions, and it keeps like gaslighting him into believing that whatever all these but that's been happening.
Yeah.
There was that one guy, I believe he committed suicide because he had ChatGPT psychosis. Like the thing finally convinced him that it was okay to end his life.
If you feed negative phrases into a Chat GPT, into artificial intelligence, that's the stuff they're going to learn. That's how they will learn.
That's weird.
I know. Think about it. If all you gave your Chat GPT or whatever platform you're using for AI, and all you gave them was like this really depressive, sad, despondent type of information, the stuff they're going to come out and spit back out at you is all that much worse.
You know what really gets me about all this technology is all of this stuff was supposed to be used to like cure cancer and find out different like solutions to things that we've had problems with for years.
Yeah.
Having a computer figure out what the best way to do it. No, what are we using it for? We're using it to mash Mr. Rogers and the Animals, House of the Rising Sun. It's kind of like, the internet was supposed to bring everybody together in the world. Now it basically is dividing everybody because there's bot farms that send out comments to make you think a certain way.
Right.
And then you get mad at a knee-jerk reaction to something, and everybody's arguing with each other, and then people are looking at boobs. That's it.
You almost got to wonder, well, where's the artificial intelligence? Is it in the machine, or is it the one using the artificial intelligence?
It's the artificial intelligence one.
It's just about 6:55. Scott Cohen coming up in just a few minutes at Rock 102.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, your grilling destination. Weber, Big Green Egg, Uni Pizza Ovens, and Traeger Woodfire Grills.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Well, folks, how about those New England Patriots? Pounding the snot out of the Carolina Panthers by a score of 42-13, racking up the highest number of points in a game since 2021, back when they crushed Jacksonville by a score of 50-10. But of course, that was many years ago. Nevertheless, the Patriots are back to winning football games, smacking the Panthers around like an old circus animal. Why, just take a look at these numbers. Drake May completing 82.4% of his passes with 14 completions, 203 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions at a quarterback rating of 155.6. Stephon Diggs, 6 receptions, 101 yards, and let's not forget Marcus Jones and that 87-yard punt return for a touchdown. Absolutely glorious. And while everybody is largely thrilled with the results, I find myself asking the same question. Did the Patriots win this game because they're good? Or did they win this game because they were playing a crummy team like the Carolina Panthers, a team that has blasted through 7 head coaches in 7 years, a team that has played with 9 different starting quarterbacks over the last 7 seasons, a team who over the last 7 years have been to the playoffs even less than the Patriots have? Sobering thought, huh? Listen, I know everyone's feeling all fat and sassy to see the Patriots win a game they should have won rather than lose a game that they shouldn't, but I would remind everybody that the Patriots will be in Buffalo next week, which is perhaps the only difficult hurdle in their entire easy schedule. That is until they face Buffalo a second time on December 14th. And while the Bills are favored by a quick 7.5 on Sunday night, I've chosen to focus my attention on when things get back on track, like when they face the dreadful New Orleans Saints on October 12th instead. Because frankly, that's less upsetting to think about, and my expectations are slightly better than when they play the Buffalo Bills next week. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Need a new stable gun? You're in luck. The Craftsman $15 tool sale going on at Rocky's. Get a Craftsman staple gun, a Craftsman hammer, a drill bit set. Good tools, good deals. Right now at your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock. It's 7:08, and the Rolling Stones of Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Cloudy today with a high of 79. It's 55 right now in downtown Springfield.
Western Mass Golf Hall of Famer.
How much
Scott
longer?
Cohen.
How much longer can that be like a thing?
How long do you want me to stretch it out for?
I don't know. Maybe a couple more times.
A couple more times, and we'll move on to your next greatest achievement.
Exactly. We'll have to don't hold your breath on that one.
Scott Cohen is in the studio, so there's lots to talk about. I suppose we could spin the wheel and land on whatever. Let's.
How about let's do the Patriots first, and we can get them out of the way.
Okay.
Okay.
That was a pretty good game for the Patriots.
It was a good game.
And my question is it because they've gotten better and learned from their mistakes, or was it because the Carolina Panthers are just that awful?
Both. I mean, let's give credit where credit's due, right? They didn't turn the ball over. They still got penalized. Go ahead.
Marcus Jones, man, what a spark plug. 167 punt return yards in one game. That is insane.
It's insane, Steve.
Crazy
He broke
stuff.
the long-standing franchise record. That kind of impact changes momentum, field position, and just gives the rest of the team more breathing room. You can't understate what a weapon he is.
He's a weapon.
He is.
He's a weapon.
Drake May looked like he deserved a little more love. Efficient, calm, didn't force throws.
Yep.
14 for 17 for 203 yards, plus a rushing rushing score for a young quarterback to look that poised in a blowout is encouraging.
Very encouraging.
Yeah.
See, once again, he crystallizes the situation eloquently.
Well,
special teams, they've got for the 2-3 weeks in a row, they've gotten huge contributions from that. And may look great. I mean, listen, Drake may look great yesterday.
Yeah.
Carolina's not winning a Super Bowl anytime soon, but, listen, give credit. They went out, the situation was presented to them. They took advantage of it. They got the job done, and now it's on to Buffalo to play the Bills.
But let's not get carried away. Fumble issues are still a cancer. This is a recurring storyline. Ramondre Stevenson admitted his job's on the line if he can't fix ball security. And who doesn't know about ball security? Am I right?
Better than you.
This isn't just about one game. This is about consistency. You can't build when you keep giving the ball away.
Well, he didn't yesterday.
Yeah, he held on to it. I'm telling you, hands dipped in mucilage before the game.
So
are we fooling ourselves with the blowouts?
All right, listen. It's a 25-minute drive down here where you've crystallized again eloquently what happened in the Patriots.
Did I really?
Sunday.
Did I really?
You're spot on.
You're spot on.
Christian Gonzalez just returned from injury and had limited snaps. The secondary and backfield both have question marks about durability. As the schedule toughens, those cracks could widen. What's your take on that, Scott?
My take is it's on to the Major League Baseball playoffs, and let's talk about the Red Sox and the Yankees.
Before we do, let's just say one thing. Okay, so it's a big blowout against Carolina. Next Sunday night, they take on Buffalo. That is going to be really the first very tough, maybe unwinnable game for them next week.
Well, so you and I were talking, before we turned the mics on, that one of the things about this year, there are no super teams. Everybody had Baltimore as maybe a Super Bowl contender. They've struggled. Kansas City's not your dad's Kansas City anymore. Mm-hmm. The Bills are tough, but maybe the Eagles are the only team that have not had any missteps. If the game was in Foxborough, you'd give them a puncher's chance. You got to go to Buffalo on a Sunday night. That's going to be lights out. Listen, it's fine.
That New Orleans game can't come fast
enough. But listen, they took care of business yesterday, and now it's on to Buffalo.
So the Red Sox squeeze in. They win on Friday. They're in the playoffs. They got to face the Yankees.
Yep.
It's a 3-game series. All 3 games are in New York.
Yep. That's the format for the first round of the wild card. It's a best of 3, and the home team is the home team for all the games.
Right. Now, here's the absolute truth. They played 13 games during the regular season, and the Red Sox won 8 of them.
I know. They're 5-2 at Yankee Stadium.
And of the games that the Yankees won, they only won 1 at Yankee Stadium. So
there's too many holes in consistency. Some games, the bats are hot, okay? Others, they look stalled. The Yankee series, for instance, saw Boston's offense get lit up before mounting a partial comeback.
Are you going to hijack the whole thing?
No, he's participating. He's giving you exactly what you want.
Oh.
Go on,
sit
Steve.
here for months and bitch that I don't say anything, and now I finally got something to bring to the table, and I don't want any of it.
I was hoping it might be like a couple of tidbits.
Well, offensive inefficiency undercuts them. They stranded 9 runners and went 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position in that clincher. That's unacceptable in high leverage games. Am I right, people? Am I right?
Get no argument from me. I referred to my friend from Huntington, Massachusetts, that he's absolutely correct.
And Christian Gonzalez's hamstring, or rather, in this case, some of the regulars.
We're back to football.
Well, I got to go back to.
You got to go back to.
No, it's okay. We moved on, Steve. It's okay.
Well, no, we got to go back. This is all about
sports.
Come on, buddy,
follow the changes and try and keep up here, would you?
Hey, listen, we're just going back and forth. The hamstring injuries are going to be detrimental to the team.
Alex Cora said after last night's game, he's feeling very good about the Red Sox moving forward, and they may actually, in his view, because of the pitching that they've had, they got a pretty good edge.
Hey, listen, man, the Yankees got Max Fried going tomorrow night. The Red Sox have Garrett Crochet. I mean, that's kind of a wash in many ways. But listen, if you grab it, all you have to do is grab the first game, and then all bets are off. You got to play 500 ball to get to the ALDS. One big difference between the two teams: the Yankees are the guys that hit the home runs. The Red Sox are the guys that hit the doubles and the triples. So we'll see, man. They've got a shot.
Yeah, but they're also the team that leaves a lot of dudes on base.
They leave a lot of guys. You're right. They leave a lot of men on base.
And this is a situation that you can't really afford to do that because the Yankees are dangerous with power hitting. I have to believe everything's going to rely on
tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, tomorrow night, but I think even you got two great pitchers going head to head. I think the bullpen is going to have to be amazing tomorrow because I don't know. I don't think either one of these guys is going to go the full round, but I mean, you worry about what's going to happen with the bullpen.
Crochet, I think Garrett Crochet's got to go 6 or 7 innings tomorrow night. He's got to have one of those starts, and the Red Sox have to grab that first game. If there was an opportunity to go back and forth to Fenway and Yankee Stadium, that'd be one thing. Boston's got to win tomorrow night if they have any shot of winning that series.
The Celtics lost Al Horford.
Yeah,
he's going to Golden State. That's kind of a bummer.
It's a total bummer. But you know, with this new ownership group, man, it's just another nail in the coffin, right? All of their key players from last year, the guys off the bench that really made a difference, Horford being one of them, they're just not willing to pay the freight for these guys anymore.
Is it because of that, or is it because they realized that with Jason Tatum out with his injury that this season just may be lost? Anyway,
well, I mean, listen, Horford.
And do you put that kind of money into something that's not going to yield results?
Well, I'd like to see where they're going to put all the money that they're saving. What are they going to put it into? Horford, even though he's friggin' old as dirt, he signed a multi-year deal. I think Tatum is going to be back. I'll bet Tatum is back mid-season for them. And then you need a guy like Al Horford to have that playoff run that you're going to have at the end of the year. And they're just letting all those guys go.
When you hear, like last year and even the year before, when people talk about Al Horford in the locker room, he's a really important presence, like an insanely important guy. Obviously he's aged. He's not as great as he may have once been, but his impact is something that you can't necessarily count on.
Yep.
So to me, that's a sad loss.
It is, and
I hate to see Golden State get better.
Well, it's a case of the new owners not willing to invest the money that is necessary to go and win an NBA championship.
Yeah. Any of the Ryder Cup you're talking about?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, about the.
That's enough. That's enough.
Go ahead. He's got a lot of insight here.
I'm just saying,
you're sharing some insight. Go
I
ahead.
have the audio from Rory McIlroy getting heckled at the thing. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It's been incredibly vocal out here this afternoon, I have to say. And I think Rory's looking at the referee now, just asking people to settle down. Yeah, it's getting a little out of hand out here right now.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
So after a lengthy time over that putt.
If there's any bios out there looking for a bit of trouble, this is.
Where do you think that comes from?
America.
Yeah.
America.
This is the most American thing I've ever seen in international golf.
It's on Long Island. I mean, what do you expect?
I know, dude.
Yeah.
Man, and listen, it all starts at the top. We are ugly, ugly Americans.
I have sat in that bleacher section at Fenway, and have yelled and screamed and used profanity and have said horrible things in my lifetime.
No, you haven't.
I have.
No, you haven't.
In my youth.
In my
irresponsible youth.
When you were a Ute.
That's right. This is no different. It's just golf needs a little bit more, a little more influence from the crowd. Yeah, everyone's so polite and kind.
Yeah.
And, gentlemanly.
You know what? Make it worth watching. That's the thing. If you can't make the shot without getting distracted.
You know what? It's like, I think the cheering and all the nonsense is absolutely part of the game, and I've got no issue with it. But, man, we stepped way over the line over the weekend.
Scotty, if I'm playing basketball, I got foul shots coming to me. I got a couple of foul shots. And there's a bunch of people right behind the basket waving pool noodles at me.
Yep, I know.
And flipping me off and saying all kinds of things about my...
Back in the day, the Farrah Fawcett poster, right?
Yeah, it's exactly right. Or they're hoisting signs that have biblical passages on it.
Yep.
I'm not distracted by that, but some guy who's got a You ever seen the kind of noise that goes on in a miniature golf course these days? The kind of yelling and screaming that it takes. I mean, who could concentrate on putting the ball through the clown's nose?
Again, I think I have no issue with the the rabble rousing, all of that stuff. But when you start dropping F-bombs out loud, that.
We have something called decorum on this golf course.
We don't need that.
Yeah, we don't need golf to become hockey.
We do not need golf to become hockey. And speaking of hockey, the Thunderbirds start the preseason on Friday night.
That's awesome. Great to have them back.
Yep.
All right, Scott, we'll see you next week.
Next week.
Very good, Scott Cohen.
All right.
Harumph. Give the governor a rump. 7:20 at Rock 102.
GG Inc.
Springfield's Classic Rock at 7:26. An REO Speedwagon with Bax and Nagle and Rock 102.
Liam will have the full forecast for you.
Rock 102's Pro Picks Pool is underway at rock102.com. It's your call football. Our weekly winners get a $50 gift ticket to Vanish Valley Brewing in Ludlow, and the overall season winner gets a $500 cash card courtesy of Nor'easter Organic Life Hydroponics. So check the stats, go with your gut, and play Rock 102's Pro Picks Pool from Nor'easter Organic Life Hydroponics and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
What do we got coming up? Nothing going on this week, is there?
Well, I mean, we got Zolak coming up on
Zolak Thursday. That's always a
chance we may have a surprise guest on a Wednesday.
Any
number of
things.
things.
A $20 dinner actually, it's a $30 dinner at a comedy show this week because the $10 is going to the East Long Meadow basketball team.
Even with a $10 upcharge, you're still getting a hell of a night for a reasonable price.
Well, and the money's going to a charity. It's not like I'm skimming $10 off the top of everything.
It's not like they're gonna. It's not like they have like a $14 cocktail there.
No,
it's like that they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you can buy like more than one for the same price.
It's not the Big E.
No, and not even Big E prices.
I'll make you a cream puff.
I bet you will.
Yeah,
I bet that's something you'd do.
Well, today is National Coffee Day.
Really?
Yeah. Coffee has definitely been on your mind, I'm sure. Like it is every day.
Yes. How did you know?
Because it's Monday, and you have a case of the Mondays.
I actually do.
There's a couple of different stories about coffee, because I know you want to know about it. There was a time when Seattle was the coffee capital of the U.S., but is it still?
No.
An annual report on the best coffee cities in America ranked 100 cities based on things like local coffee popularity, coffee roasters and shops, coffee spending and prices, and coffee culture.
Yeah.
This year, Portland,
Maine or Oregon?
Oregon became number one, followed by Orlando.
Yeah.
Long Beach, California. Miami, Seattle, Tampa, San Francisco, Austin, Texas, Oakland, California, and Pittsburgh.
We don't have a single Massachusetts entry here?
Not one. Laredo,
Really?
Texas brings up the rear at 100. They always bring up the rear in Laredo.
Does Springfield fall in the top 100?
Nope. Detroit was the worst, one of the worst at 97. Memphis is at 94. Cleveland is at 88. You know what I didn't like? When I went down to New Orleans in Louisiana,
Yeah.
they didn't have the coffee there. They put that chicory in it.
Oh, yeah. Makes it all bitter and stuff.
It's gross. It's disgusting. I don't even know why. It's weird how people like things.
You know, coffee is bitter on its own, and that's okay, but it's a sustainable amount of bitter.
Yeah.
Chicory is like putting like bitters in a bitter coffee. It ruins it.
It's weird. 66% of Americans say they drink at least 1 cup daily, up 7% from 2020. Specialty coffee is surging in popularity. I don't like the direct sugary flavor.
Yeah.
I'd rather have it roasted that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a roasted vanilla coffee or a roasted, as opposed to putting sugar syrup.
You know what I like in my coffee? I've been having this a lot lately. Coffee.
What are you talking about? You don't like add anything?
I
to
don't
your
need
coffee? Cream. You don't put cream in.
I put cream in it,
All
sure,
right,
but
so
that's not like that's not for the flavor. That's just to kind of soften it up a little bit.
Yeah, but it changes the flavor greatly.
Sure, but I don't need like your vanilla bean. I don't need your hazelnut. I don't need any of that stuff. Just coffee. Like a man gets coffee. I want coffee.
Yeah.
Cream only.
You ever have hazelnut before? That's where I was having a good time watching reruns of that show. I hazelnutted at the end.
You
never had?
Yeah, and you watch it in a particular room, which you call the Shirley booth.
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
you
I
do.
do.
Yeah. That flew over the heads of 98% of everybody listening to the show.
Yeah.
You put you folks over the age of 75, I bet you're laughing pretty hard.
Hey, I'm watching TV shows that are probably 60 years old. Yeah.
It's 7:31. News is next on Rock 102.
Here's your Western Mass.
7:33 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Bax. Well, another sad day as the Big E is no longer open. It closed its gates last night at 11 p.m. for the final day of the season of 2025.
I wonder who the last person out the gate was. Like that one guy that just did not want to leave.
Like which one of those people were actual patrons?
Yeah.
You know, obviously, there's workers and stuff over there, but who was that last guy?
I don't know.
There?
And when exactly do you believe that Gene Cassie starts counting all that cash?
Actually, before everybody even gets there, he's pre-counting the pre-sale cash.
Right.
Yeah. Now he's lighting cigars with burning $100 bills.
It's going to be a chill in the air tonight. Throw in another stack of 20s on the fire.
He's like he's Willy Wonka. He takes the Wonkavator out and he pushes the button and he flies off into a magical land.
And
it's all yours.
Yeah.
Here's something cool though that happened at the beginning.
Did you ever hear about the man that got everything he ever dreamed for?
Yes, he lives off of Memorial Avenue in West Springfield, where he got parking at the Dante Club for $20.
That's living life.
Here's something cool though that happened with Westfield last week at the Big E. It's not every day a group of high school students get to showcase their talents alongside award-winning Hall of Famers. Last Sunday, members of the Westfield High School choir had the opportunity to do just that when Foreigner broke into the final number, the song that ruined the band, I Want to Know What Love Is. During its September 21st show at the Big E, the Westfield choir made their way to center stage singing backup for lead singer Kelly Hansen. According to the organizers, the three-time Grammy-nominated band, who was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2024, has had a long tradition of inviting a local choral group to join them on stage. When John Lappin, the band's promoter, went to Annalise Petruska of Mellowship Entertainment about continuing the ritual at the fair, Petruska knew who to ask. I knew the phone call was coming because Annalise emailed me a heads up, said Corey Bruno, director of the choir. Our staff, however, had no idea his phone call was coming. They were absolutely beside themselves when they transferred his call to my room. That is pretty neat.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. A real thrill for the kids.
Are they Hall of Famers, though, if they haven't... I hate this song.
What are you talking about, Steve? It's one of the most beautiful songs ever written.
It's the song that ruined them.
No, come
Yes,
on.
it
Everyone
is.
knows it was Rev on the Red Line.
No, it was this one.
Steve, this is a major hit. Or something that rhymes with major hit.
Yes, I think it's something that rhymes with a major hit.
Anyhow.
Foreigner. Ooh. I saw them at the New York State Fair one year, and they got off stage, and my friends were like, that's it? And I go, no, they're going to come out and sing one more song, the song that ruined the band, as an encore. And they came out and they sang I Want to Know What Love Is. And I
It's
was
a
right.
showstopper, Steve. That's why you write a song like that.
It's the end of the show.
That's right.
Yeah.
There are people that go to a Foreigner show. That's the song they want to hear. They don't want to hear, Hot Blooded. They don't want to hear Head Games. They don't want to hear Feel Like the First Time. They want to hear I Want to Know What Love Is. And it damn well better be the final song of the night. That's really sending everybody back to their cars. Hey, real happy.
Well, I guess. I mean,
a showstopper.
Showstopper. Show ender is what it is. Shouldn't even have been in the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad it was. Anyway,
I saw pictures of Chubby Checker over the weekend.
Come on, everybody!
I think he's got a hair dye job.
Really?
He's an 83-year-old man with the blackest hair of any 83-year-old man I've ever seen. Not a single gray.
How do you know it's not just like that?
He's 83.
Yeah. Does he do his eyebrows too? Because you got to do the eyebrows. If you do the hair.
His eyebrows looked a little hand-drawn. Yeah. Now, I know that happens. I get it. I mean, stage makeup, you want to be able to... The guy in the back row wants to see your eyebrows like the guy in the front row does. But they looked a little askew.
We're going to twist it, baby.
Anyhow, that's what I'm saying.
Did he have a good time?
I'm sure he had a great time.
Come on, baby.
And he did the twist.
Who wants to do a 2 p.m. show on a Friday? We'll have you all with a turkey leg and home by 5. Come on, baby. Let's do the fist. Come on, baby. Let's do the fist. Take my little hand and go like this. Fist. Yeah, baby, fist. Ooh, yeah.
Great stuff.
Just like this. Come on, little sis, and do the fist.
All right, very good.
Do the fist,
no,
right?
Twist.
Are you sure?
It is the twist.
We're going to fist.
Yeah, Daddy's just sleeping.
No.
See, Daddy's sleeping.
Yeah,
Mommy ain't around, and we're going to fist.
You're not.
All night long.
No, we're not.
We're going to fist until we tear that.
No.
Well, he's talking about, raising your arm in solidarity,
that is
isn't
not,
it?
No, he's talking about
doing
twisting
the fist
round
to
and
fist,
round.
fist to fist to fist.
Talking about twisting your hips.
Yeah, no, twist and fist.
No. That's the band with D. Snyder.
Yeah. Oh, Twisted, yeah.
Yes.
Twisted fisted.
Right.
We're not going to take it this way. Come on, baby. The Massachusetts Board of Registration in Medicine has reprimanded the medical license of Dr. James Arcolo, citing his failure to file a mandated report and conduct that undermines public confidence in the medical profession. Dr. Arcolo, who is board certified in cardiovascular disease, agreed to a consent order with the board which includes a $20,000 fine and a requirement to complete continuing medical education credits. He has been licensed in Massachusetts in February 98 and practices in Greenfield, Springfield, and Northampton. The disciplinary action highlights the board's commitment to maintaining the integrity of the medical profession by imposing a financial and educational requirement. The board aims to address the violations to prevent future occurrences. But it doesn't say what he did.
Not enough, apparently.
How do you, print the story? He's fine. For what? For misconduct. What kind of misconduct?
Well, we didn't ask.
Well, no.
We didn't ask what misconduct.
It wasn't written on the press release is what it was.
What do you expect him to start making phone calls?
Yeah.
Please.
Don't you think so?
No.
Here's something. I was just talking about this last week. Did something feel off about the whole Cracker Barrel debacle? Did you, in the midst of the endless stream of outrage directed at the Southern country-style restaurant, stop and think, there's just no way anybody cares about Cracker Barrel's logo this much?
It occurred to me that might be a possibility. I know I didn't care that much.
According to data compiled by intelligence platform Peak Metrics, nearly half of the early posts about Cracker Barrel's logo appeared to be generated by bots. And we talked about these bot farms that people put together, and it's like 100 phones, and they all have different Facebook and TikTok accounts on them. Mm-hmm. And one guy on a computer is mass sending out comments under things to start controversy or start people fighting with each other.
If you know how to manipulate the algorithm, you could almost make anything into a sweeping controversy.
Yeah.
You're kind of right about that. I have, in the last 30 some odd years, I don't think I've given the Cracker Barrel two thoughts other than to say, well, I'm never coming back here again.
Yeah.
But other than that, I never thought about Cracker Barrel at all. Then all of a sudden, Cracker Barrel has this little controversy. You know what? Now that you say it, maybe that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Peak Metrics grabbed a sample of 52,000 posts made on X within the first 24 hours of Cracker Barrel's announcement that it would be modernizing its logo to an admittedly very plain and generic design. In that time frame, it found that 44% of all mentions of Cracker Barrel were flagged as likely a higher bot activity. Those numbers climb even higher when a boycott is mentioned. About 1,000 posts in that first 24-hour period called on people to stop eating at Cracker Barrel, and 49% of those posts got flagged as likely coming from bots. In its report, Peak Metrics says that the boycott was unlikely to be an organic grassroots response, but a bot-assisted amplification seeded by activist accounts.
So, if you think about this for a second, how many other of our major controversies are perpetuated from the same exact thing?
Mm-hmm.
This is just one small example. But how many other things are we all up in arms about? We probably wouldn't necessarily be all up in arms about, but have been motivated by the images that we see on social media or in television or whatever it may be.
How many of those people how many of those comments you saw about that Charlie Kirk thing, where people were like saying negative things about the death of a guy, how many of those were probably generated by bots first?
Well, I think enough people will believe whatever they read one way or another and assume it must be true. But you're right. A lot of the details about the murder, about Charlie Kirk himself, about the situation that led up to it, all that other stuff, could all be influenced by an algorithm.
And now there's all these like conspiracy theories going on. And how many of those were started by an automated system to get to throw in a monkey wrench to a debate in order to keep your mind off other things?
I used to think social media was a lot of fun. Great hanging out, catching up with the old friends, shamelessly promoting yourself. But now I'm starting to think, hey, you know what? Maybe this isn't such a great idea. Maybe this isn't really working out for us.
I think you might be onto something.
Maybe it's time to go back and buy a newspaper.
I guess so.
I mean, if you can find one.
One that has actual non-reprinted stories from a news service.
Because I got to tell you, Instagram, Facebook, the TikToks, they're not a good source for news.
55% of people get their news from TikTok.
Think about that.
55%.
Which means 55% are getting news based upon the algorithm that
you
want to
hear.
Right. It's not news. It's just validating, supporting ideas that are meant to inflame you so you continue to use that platform.
Right, because they're not making any money if you're not arguing over something.
That's right.
If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Don Meredith.
Yeah, well, hey, that's the way. That was Don Meredith?
Yep.
I thought that was my 10th grade high school science biology.
Danny Don Meredith, Monday Night Football.
That guy lied to me.
Yeah, he probably did.
Maybe that's where he got it. He lifted it from that.
He probably did.
He was a football coach too.
Monday Night Football. Got it from Danny Don Meredith with the GIF and Howard Cosell in the booth.
All right, I'm too tired to think smart stuff. So let's do the weather. It's going to be cloudy today, with a high of 79. Tomorrow, more of the same. It's 56 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh yeah.
To Springfield's classic rock. It's 7:54, almost 7:54 with Ozzy at Rock 102.
It is going to be cloudy with a high of 79. Tomorrow, cloudy with a high of 78. It is 56 right now in downtown Springfield.
You're a lover of craft beer like so many others. We got a hell of a deal for you. Rock 102's got your hookup with half-off hops. Both our Vanish Valley and Great Awakening tickets have sold out, but you can still get $50 gift cards to some of Western Mass' best breweries like Rustic Brewing, Scantic River, Arc Point, just $25. That winds up being half off. Trust us, we've all done the math. They're on sale now at the Shop 30 store at rock102.com. They are going quickly, So buy yours now. Half off hops from Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
This is kind of a gross story, so maybe I shouldn't do it.
Well, how gross is it?
People in China are selling their fingernail clippings online.
What else you got?
All right. Go ahead. Diet Coke Lime is coming back.
No,
I don't know which one's more disgusting.
They go with the fingernails.
Shoplifters could be chased down by drones. That's another one that we got going on. I'm letting you pick. Hey, you want me to keep going?
Well, now you got me curious about the fingernails. Finger or toenails?
How about a teacher in Texas has apologized to students after feeding a kitten to a snake kept in their classroom?
Boom!
That's the one we're going with. Have you ever seen a python eat a pussy cat? My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
That big anaconda with a big sweater on decided to eat that pussy cat.
A Texas teacher has apologized to a student after feeding a kitten to a snake kept in their classroom. The Alvord superintendent, Randy Brown, said that district officials received a report on September 3rd from a parent who had heard a teacher fed a kitten to a snake in front of students. The district's police department administrators investigated the report and confirmed that the allegations being shared online were not accurate. On Friday, the district confirmed that an advanced animal science teacher at Alvord High School fed an ailing kitten to a snake before the start of the school day and outside the presence of students. She later acknowledged this decision to her class and permitted a student, with parental consent, to take the remaining ailing kittens home.
Where did they get the ailing kittens?
She must have picked, I don't know. The teacher, experienced educator, animal lover, has apologized to the students for her actions and voluntarily removed all snakes from the classroom. The Alvord superintendent said the school's district police department conferred with the county's animal control department and district attorney's office and decided to let the school district handle the matter. The superintendent said the district consulted with legal counsel and confirmed the incident with the teacher was isolated and has been addressed and remediated. You ain't getting that cat back.
Well, definitely not getting the cat back, but maybe should you think about not having the snake in the class?
The classrooms have all kinds of animals in them all the time.
They're called students.
Oh, is that how you see them as?
No, I really don't. But still, man. I mean, I think I don't know how I got away with this. I never had to do this in high school. I never had to dissect a pig or a frog. I never had to dissect anything.
Really?
Never dissected a
Why?
thing. I was too busy opening flies.
Oh!
But I never had to do it.
Why?
I don't know why.
They didn't require that?
Never
It was like
requirement.
a biology requirement. First we had to do a worm, and then we had to do a frog.
We didn't have to do any of it. Now, maybe if you took like the AP science classes, maybe. But, the remedial ones that I was in, I didn't think they wanted us fiddling around with knives and live animals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. So
but still, I mean, just to sit there as a young student and watch a kitty cat getting eaten by a snake.
Pussy cat.
Sick or not, I that would be like traumatic for me. I don't want to watch that.
Why not?
Because I don't want to watch that. It's gross.
Some people like that kind of thing. Some people I wouldn't want to watch it, but some people would.
Yeah, well, some people are really disturbed and need professional help. And some people who are sensitive to that thing and see that sort of stuff, they also need professional help.
Hey, the thing I've seen the mice for sale. They sell the frozen mice, the snakes in the pet store. The whole thing is just weird. I mean, I know it's a natural thing that the snake does when it's out in the wild. It'll eat a rodent or whatever, but I don't have to see it. I don't want to watch that happen.
The food chain thing is interesting on paper. But when you actually see it happen, I don't want to see that.
No, I don't want to watch the circle of life.
No, I don't.
No.
I mean, I'm fine with like a delicious steak is on a plate. To me, that's just a steak. I'm not thinking about the cow that gave up that steak. I'm not ready for that conversation. But if I'm going to watch something eat another thing, there better be some funky jazz being played in the background, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, then you got another python coming up to another python going, hey, what would be a snake's name?
Slim.
Scaly.
Scaly.
Hey, Scaly. Hey, Scaly, how come your voice is all raspy? Because I got a little pussy cat stuck in my throat.
I got a hair in the back of my throat.
That means two things. All right, we're done.
7:59 at Rock 102.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, your grilling destination. Weber, Big Green Egg, Uni Pizza Ovens, and Traeger Woodfire Grills.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Well, folks, I can't speak for any of you, but I never had any doubts that the Boston Red Sox were going to make the playoffs. Oh, sure, some of my earlier statements may have seemed less supportive, but privately I was as cocksure as the next fella. And as it turns out, I was right. Sox took 2 out of 3 from the collapsing Detroit Tigers, and now the Red Sox will get a chance to advance in a 3-game series with the New York Yankees. Now, you might think the Yankees, that can't be good for anybody. To which I would say, hey, keep your pants on there, mister. Let me run a few numbers past you before you start your 3-game panic. First of all, during the regular season, the Red Sox played the Yankees 13 times, of which the Sox pounded the Yankees 8 times. But you might say, yeah, but Baxie, the entire wild card series is going to be played at Yankee Stadium, which would give the Sox a distinct disadvantage. Yes, theoretically that is true. But I would remind you that of the 7 regular games that these two teams played in New York, it was the Red Sox who won 6 of them. You might also say, but Baxie, the Yankees are going with a big left-hander Max Fried tomorrow night. A record of 19 wins, 5 losses, 189 strikeouts, and a 2.86 ERA. To which I would say, yeah, but the Yankees will have to face Cy Young Award candidate Garrett Crochet, who went 18-5, had 255 strikeouts, and a 2.59 ERA. That's better than Max Fried all day long. Again, I don't want to get too cocky here, nor do I want to skip over the fact that it's a do-or-die best-of-3-game playoff series. But based upon the undisputable numbers I've just belched out before you, I would say that it should be the Yankees who should be more scared of us than the other way around. And while history would suggest that I could be consumed with unrealistic expectations and denial, I've chosen to look things in a positive light because I believe this is the Red Sox year. The year that they get kicked out of the best-of-5-game divisional series instead. And until that happens, go Sox! But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. The DeWalt $15 hand tool sale at Rocky's. Circular saw blades, hand saw, drill bits, $15. Good tools, good deals right now at your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock. It's 8:12. And Fleetwood Mac with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's going to be cloudy today with a high of 79. It's 55 right now in downtown Springfield.
You know, last week I did a video of something that happened to me last week that I didn't get a chance to talk about, but talk about it now. I'm driving down Hamden Road in East Longmeadow. I'm heading home, and it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And as I'm driving, there's a school bus. One of these school buses for disabled kids. You know that kind of bus I'm talking about. One of the shorter models.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, a kid is getting dropped off at what looks like his grandparents' house. So his grandparents are waiting for the kid to get off the bus, and he is a kid with some kind of disability.
How do you know they're grandparents?
They looked a little bit like too advanced in age to have. I mean, it's an assumption. Yeah,
you're right.
It's an assumption.
It could be just old parents.
It could be. Whatever. The kid is having some issues getting off the bus. Now, again, I don't know what's going on. I'm on the other side of the street. The stop sign is out. The lights are flashing, and when that happens, by law, you're supposed to stop. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone knows that. It's like right there in the books. It's not a new book on the not a new law in the books. Everyone knows that. When the bus is stopped, sign is out, lights are flashing all over the place, you stop. So I stop and I patiently am waiting for to go. But there's a line of cars that are now behind the bus, and it's becoming a very long line. And obviously, there's a problem on the bus. Kid's not getting out. The grandparents, I assume the grandparents are they are now on the bus trying to persuade the young kid to get off the bus. And it's taken some time. A couple minutes. Now, again, I'm in a situation like this, I'm patient. Because I know whatever's going on in that bus is a whole lot more difficult than what's going on in my car right now, which is just me waiting for the bus to drop the kid off and go on to the next stop. But there's all these jerks that are behind the bus laying on their horns and getting impatient. Now, clearly, there's an issue on the bus. It will get resolved. It may not be going as fast as you would like it. But everybody on that bus, the driver, the kid, the grandparents, all the other kids in the bus, they're all aware that there are cars behind you, itching to go, itching to move. But you can't move until the bus proceeds, and they're not going to just drive away with the kid in the bus. This is like a literally special situations where there's a problem, and if we're all just patient and keep your pants on, we will all be able to proceed as normal.
You're asking a whole lot.
I just couldn't believe that people, I realize that people are impatient and that people feel like, their time in the road is more important than anybody else's, but there are some times when you have to not be so selfish, show a little compassion for everybody involved in this situation, and then you'll finally be able to go. Now, they did get the kid off the bus at some point, and it was, and he was resisting. There was some sort of issue going on, but he eventually got off the bus. The bus closed the door and then went off. Whole thing probably took maybe like 6 or 7 minutes, a good long period of time. But there were people who were yelling and screaming and laying on their horn. I'm thinking, what a bunch of jackasses these people are.
Well,
what makes you think that your time is more crucial, is more special than what's going on in the bus when there's clearly a problem? There's a problem going on here.
What if the person who was complaining had an emergency of their own that they had to get to, and maybe that's why their attitude was a little bit.
Well, it's one thing to have an emergency, but it's another thing to be dealing with an emergency that is protected by a law, which means you're not supposed to pass a stopped
I get it.
bus.
Well, I'm just being the devil's advocate.
I know.
What if that guy in the car who was yelling and screaming and beeping had just gotten a call from his kid's school? He was in wood shop class, and the kid just cut his finger off with a bandsaw.
Yeah.
Because they were making birdhouses.
Right.
And the kid's bleeding, and the kid's screaming, and they got medical attention. There's an ambulance, and they're taking that kid down to Bay State or wherever they're taking that kid. And meanwhile, you got this frantic dad who's stuck behind a bus because somebody can't figure out how to get somebody off the bus. And, it's causing a big problem. And he's got to get going. I got to get my kids losing a finger here. What if that's the case?
Well, Steve, then at that point, maybe you get out of the line, turn around, and find an alternate route to the hospital and to your child's severed finger. On the other hand, even if it takes 4 or 5 more minutes, that finger's either going to be reattached or not reattached, and your participation may not be necessary. In an emergency situation, I'm sure the doctors and emergency personnel at the hospital would do whatever they can to make sure that, that digit is right back where it belongs.
What if that guy's wife was banging the gardener at home, and he's got to get home to catch them in the throes of passion in order to get his divorce paperwork in order, but he can't get the evidence because this bus is blocking him, and by the time he gets home, the gardener's already finished. He's already finished trimming the bushes. That means 2 things. He's already finished.
Yes.
Laying the fertilizer, if you will. And what if this poor guy who can't get out of the way of the bus because they can't get a kid off the bus?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden his marriage is over because, she's banging the gardener and he never got there in time to get the evidence, and now she's going to take him for everything he's worth.
Well, here's
Have you ever thought about the other person's perspective, Bax?
Of course, Steve, but I also am thinking about compassionately what's going on in the bus, and I'm sure in a case like this, at some point there'll need to be another trim, and then you can try to get that guy at a later date.
What if this guy is, maybe he is a different scenario. Maybe he's trying to meet the love of his life.
Yes.
Where was this again? In
Hampton Road in East Long Meadow.
So maybe he's expected to meet this woman that he's been talking to online on Hinge for months. And then he's like, I'll meet you at the Village Food Mart in Hampton, but he can't get there because there's a bus blocking him, and she's only got a few minutes to go, and if he misses the chance with her, he's never going to have that love of his life meeting him at the Village Food Market parking lot,
right?
Because this kid can't get off the bus.
Well, that in that case, that car would have been behind me, not behind the bus. That'd be going the opposite direction. However, nevertheless, if you are meeting somebody in a situation like that, then maybe what you could do is text that person and say, hey, I'm stuck behind a bus with a disabled kid that's having a hard time getting off the bus. I will be there in minutes. Please be patient. I hope you'll understand the situation I'm going through.
Maybe this guy is having an affair with his sister-in-law, left evidence at home, has got to go get it before his wife comes home, before she finds out she was cheating on him with her sister.
Yeah.
And he's not going to be able to make it now. And then the marriage will be ruined.
Well, he should have thought about that before he's laying pipe in a sister-in-law.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
You know what those buses should get? The landscaper cones. That teaches everybody a lesson.
But you can't get out of the bus to lay the cones out.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, that was all for entertainment. Whoever that guy was that was yelling at the bus was a big fat jerk.
Oh, there's no question about it.
There you go.
No question.
Yeah.
It's 8:21 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:27 and Motley Crue with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Liam's got the full forecast for you.
Rock 102 is bringing you New England Patriot football all season long, like yesterday's crushing win over the Carolina Panthers. Well, this Sunday night, the Patriots were taking on the Buffalo Bills, and our state line propane and oil pregame show begins at 5:30 with the kickoff scheduled for 8:20 p.m. Join Scott Zolak and Bob Sochi as they bring you all the play-by-play action. The Patriots play here on Rock 102.
Yeah, the Patriots. You heard the pregame show yesterday? I was listening to that.
No, I didn't listen.
It's like, yeah, who do you think's going to win the game, Phil? I think the Patriots are going to win. Great, we'll be back on the Patriots Rock Radio Network after this. And then they come back and they're like, what do you think's going to win the game, Bob? I think the Patriots are going to win. Bill, we'll be back on the Patriots Rock Radio Network.
Well, Steve, the reason they have 3 hours of pregame and 2 hours of postgame is to make money for everybody.
Listen,
Robert Kraft is going broke.
I understand, that people are like really into the sports thing and whatnot. And, Cohen was complaining for years now that I don't participate enough. So then basically you just get a couple of copy points from a website called Pat's Pulpit or Reddit forums or anything like that.
Right.
And I compile them and then I go on my little rant. That's all he's doing anyway. He listens to other people's stuff and then regurgitates it here as if it's some sort of like original material, and then he's getting angry with me that I'm spitting out this material. People are even going, can Steve not be a part of this segment because he really doesn't know what he's talking about? None of you do. None of you do. Every day you sit down, you come in, you write that view from the couch. Do you even know what's coming out of your mouth? Do you even really? Are you getting you're getting the talking points or somebody else? You're putting that together, and then Cohen comes in here acting like he's the biggest, sports guru.
First of all, as I can only speak for myself because the view from the couch, I'm going through many, many different sources to extract as many stories as I can. Mm-hmm. I only have two view from the couch segments to compile. And no, I'm not taking talking points from everybody. I'm using my own hard-nosed analysis after doing this for almost 40 years.
Okay. I'm just saying, sports talk is just nothing but regurgitated garbage from somebody else who had an opinion on it.
Let me peel back the curtain so you can see what the Wizard is actually doing.
What is the Wizard doing?
Nobody, nowhere
beats the Wiz.
Beats the Wiz,
right.
But nobody knows what the hell they're talking about. on anything.
Right. So why do you guys pretend like you do?
Because we're doing a radio show where people think we do.
No, they can see right through it. Every day somebody is going, does Scott Cohen even look at the sports scores? They're wrong. And then he's wrong about information.
He can answer that. I'm more focused on myself and the kinds of things that I'm making up off the top of my head.
Yeah, right. You're making it all up, too.
Except that thing with the bus. That actually did happen.
What thing with the bus?
The kid in the bus, the family, the bus, the people behind the bus.
Oh, I get it. But that was a real life experience you had.
Yes.
As opposed to, what did you read or what did you see on TV yesterday?
Well, Steve, listen, this is the way this business operates.
We'll be back on the Patriots Rock Radio Network after this.
4 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thank you, Bax. And the Big E wraps out another successful season. Yay.
Well, this has been an exciting season, I would say. There were no major problems. Nobody got crushed. Nobody got a few people lost their shirts on the money, but you do that every year.
Rock band ZZ Top took the stage on the final night of the Big E on Sunday and made it sizzle. The group, which formed more than 50 years ago in 1969, giggity, still sounded fresh as it entertained fans in the Big E Arena with hits that included LaGrange, Sharp Dressed Man, and Legs. It's like listening to Rock 102 live.
Sure is.
It was a distinctly older crowd at the arena, with younger fans sprinkled in among the audience. I'm surprised that show wasn't at 4.
So wait a minute, you got a band that's been around for over 50 years, and surprisingly enough, there was an older crowd there to see them?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that makes you think.
Lori Wood brought her daughter Sarah Wood, both of Agawam, to see the show. Lori, a big ZZ Top fan, says, I'm exposing her to all the music I grew up with. Several other fans said this was not the first time they had seen ZZ Top perform. The last time I saw them was in 1975, said a guy from Palmer. Bob Seger opened for them at the Springfield Civic Center.
Wow, can you imagine?
Yeah. Showcasing their gritty grooves, bandmates Billy Gibbons on guitar, Elwood Francis on bass, and Frank Beard, ironically the only member without a beard.
That's the only time I've ever heard that pointed out.
On drums, commanded the stage with effortless swagger. Fans, many of them around in the 1960s and 70s, packed that arena. Some sporting cowboy hats, denim jackets, and vintage tour tees, buzzing with anticipation. As the sun fell, as the fall sun disappeared from the sky over West Springfield, ZZ Top lit up the stage with a performance that turned the fairgrounds into a roaring celebration of rock and roll.
Is this written by someone who has not normally written about rock shows before?
This was written by Steve Nanton from The Republican.
Okay. I don't know what Steve normally writes about, but that is about as obvious to any ZZ Top fan as you could ever possibly write.
According to the Big E, ZZ Top has sold hundreds of millions of records over the course of its half-century-long career. The band has been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and was officially designated as Heroes of the State of Texas.
Okay. All right. They're not wrong about that.
I'm trying to figure out how old this guy is. Steve Nanton.
I don't know. I don't know him.
They don't have, like, pictures or profiles of the writers. They just have all the things that, you know.
But is he their normal concert reporter?
He looks like he reports on all the things going. He did the train show.
Uh-huh.
He did the Blooms and Cocktails Festival.
Okay.
He did the John Cena story.
All right.
Hip-hop royalty Busta Rhymes and Rick Ross shaking the Big E Arena. He's well-versed in local.
He's not a one-trick pony.
No, he is not.
But he is the very first reporter in history that has pointed out the irony of Frank Beard being clean-shaven. Well, that's never been reported before.
His name is Beard.
And yet, he's the one without the weird beard.
You just blew my mind.
Right?
A man reported as unresponsive behind the wheel of a running vehicle was found to be in possession of crack cocaine and a stun gun, according to South Windsor police. Police identified the man as 40-year-old Sirocco Copabianco of Stafford Springs. They said they responded to the area of Main Street in South Windsor on Saturday around 5:50 p.m. They reported that they found Capobianco and believed he was under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Police said he refused to complete standardized field sobriety tests and was taken into custody. During a search, officers said they found crack cocaine on Capobianco and a handheld stun gun taser in his vehicle. Capobianco was charged with operating under the influence, possession of a controlled substance, and illegal possession of a weapon in a motor vehicle. He was released on a $200 surety. He'll be back in court on October 15th. You know, if you can't pass out in your car after doing crack cocaine at 5:50 in the afternoon in South Windsor, where can you pass out in your car and enjoy your crack cocaine?
I maybe it's not a matter of where you are passed out in the car. Maybe it's just that if you're going to pass out, it shouldn't be in the car.
Perhaps.
Maybe someplace safer like your home or a park bench or like on a roadside median.
That would be an ideal place, wouldn't it?
A man can really catch some Z's out here.
A man was shot. I shot a man.
What's your man got to do with me?
I said I shot a man.
I ain't trying to hear that, see?
And robbed after meeting another man from Snapchat for an alleged transaction on Saturday night in Eastford, Connecticut. Police arrested King Michael Adotti.
Wow. Didn't realize we had
royalty
in the neighborhood.
King Michael Adotti from Woodstock. 19 years old. According to state police, the shooting and theft happened around 8:50 p.m. Authorities did not clarify exactly where in town it happened. Police said the victim reportedly arranged to meet an individual who only knew as Adotti through Snapchat for some type of transaction. According to the victim, Adotti entered the man's car and shot him in the leg before fleeing with another man in a silver Volvo. The investigation was taken over by the Eastern District Major Crimes Detectives. Investigators found the victim's car, which became a second crime scene on Millbridge Road. Police said they collected suspected marijuana, vape cartridges, clothing, and high-capacity 9mm magazine from the car. Adotti was arrested after matching the description from the victim and had been previously seen driving a silver 2015 Volvo S80.
These all sound like clues.
They are clues. You put them together and... But who's to say all that stuff in the car was that guy's? You know, it's easy for the victim to go, I didn't have any of that stuff in there. Because now that somebody stole your car.
It's true. Maybe the person that stole your car had like a backpack or stuff and just, started to unpack his things to make it feel like I've been living in this car for a long time.
You know, I haven't spent a lot of time on... Are you on Snapchat?
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm on it, but I never use it.
I talk to like 3 people on Snapchat, and I don't even really talk. It's more of like they send memes.
Yeah.
Like it's the boomer version of Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
But there's people who meet other people on that app, and I don't know how that works. And I'm like, how are you just meeting random people? Are you just...
I'm not comfortable with meeting randos anyway, but I believe that in this world, Snapchat is exactly the way you want to meet somebody without knowing anything.
Yeah.
Maybe meeting somebody from a faraway place and then all of a sudden discovering, hey, maybe they're not what they seemed on social media.
Perhaps. You can add me on Snapchat. Which I just do it for the dog picture.
If I use Snapchat like once a year,
yeah.
I mean, it's the kind of thing I really should just delete. I just haven't.
Yeah, but you don't know how many people are going to be sending you messages.
Yeah, if I'm deleted, I don't care. Plenty of other places to find me.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Like where?
Well, I'm available on Instagram, Facebook, TikToks, rock102.com, any number of places.
All right. Well, maybe we can work something out for you.
That would be terrific.
All right. The contentious demise of a throuple.
It's like
2 girls and a guy.
Or it could be 2 guys and a girl.
In this case, it's 2 girls and a guy. Resulted in the arrest of a female member of the polygamous trio, according to police. Responding to a 10 p.m. domestic disturbance call in Summerfield, Florida, police encountered 26-year-old Devin Driscoll, who advised she wants her ex-boyfriend and ex-girlfriend get kicked out of the house. The residence is a double-wide mobile home that was purchased by Driscoll's mother in 2023 for $172,000. Driscoll, police reported, explained that she was in a polygamous relationship with the two but has since broken up and wants them out. Driscoll's former partners, 25-year-old Encia Bolivar and 27-year-old Christopher Rosario. Bolivar and Rosario have a daughter in common, court records show. As for the two becoming three, it's unclear when Driscoll got involved with Bolivar and Rosario, each of whom was pictured on this page. During the disturbance late Tuesday, Driscoll allegedly struck Bolivar in the head while on the home's front porch. Bolivar said she pushed back in self-defense, which caused Driscoll to fall down a few steps. Rosario provided police with a similar description of the incident. See, this is the problem. You bring in a third wheel.
You know, it's very hard to have a triangulated relationship. Someone's always going to feel like on the outside looking in.
I wonder if they had to tell the landlord that the guy was gay in order to stay in that trailer park. You know,
Stephen,
because that landlord doesn't want any hanky-panky or any kind of
Sure.
foul language going on.
Stephen, what universe could anything like that ever occur? And besides, if you had a scenario like that, you got to believe there's going to be all kinds of misinterpreted conversations and
big misunderstandings.
And then the only way to resolve it is to go down to the Regal Beagle for a cocktail.
See, everything comes full circle with Three's Company.
Yes, it is so true. It's kind of like the Kevin Bacon, but of situation comedies.
Yeah.
There's like nothing that can't be compared to a episode of Three's Company.
You know, last night they invited an old man to stay with them.
They did?
Yeah. He just showed up. He was looking for an apartment. He had gotten kicked out of his apartment and was replaced by condominiums, and he had no place to go. He was an old man. And then he burned one of Jack's blankets by sleeping in the same bed with Jack.
Uh-huh.
Which was kind of weird.
That is a little strange.
Yeah. And
they had a big couch.
Yeah. And then they were trying to help this guy out, find a new place to live.
Yeah, sometimes you can't help those who don't want to help themselves, Steve.
You know what? You can learn a lot from that Three's Company TV show. There's always a good lesson to be learned.
You know, at one point, I don't know. I don't even know if this is even available on like the streaming services. But at one point, there was like a best of Three's Company episode where it was just like a glorified clip show.
Yeah,
and the hostess of that particular show was Lucille Ball.
Really?
Yes, and Lucy was telling the audience how remarkably great Three's Company is as a show, as a comedic venue. Now, this is Lucille Ball. America's sweetheart. Everyone loves Lucy. Here's Lucy introducing the clips. It was like the most bizarre thing ever. It'd be kind of like having like Einstein be the one that calls the shots at like a grade school spelling bee. I mean,
all right.
Where'd you get that from? How'd that happen?
How did it
Never
happen?
understood how, of all people, to introduce the clip show in Three's Company, they got Lucille Ball. Like, how'd that conversation even happen?
Was she a guest on the show at some point?
Not that I'm aware of, but apparently she was a huge, huge fan of Three's Company.
Oh, probably because she wanted the premise of her show to be like that.
She probably
She
did.
probably wanted two Ricky Ricardos in her.
She wanted Fred Mertz and Rick.
Yeah.
I don't know what Ethel was going to do, but maybe a big wife swapping thing.
Ethel would be the cuck.
Hey, Rick, I'm really attracted to your wife.
Hey, Rick, Ethel can sit over in the corner and watch.
Hey, Rick, you mind if I pull up the love seat and just watch you two do what you do?
Hey, Rick, we can do anything we want to her. She's a redhead, has no soul. She suffers from gingivitis. Oh, Lucy!
Hey, Rick, this isn't what it looks like.
Hey,
Rick, this has never happened to me before.
Hey, you want to perform at the Copacabana? You got to do what I want you to do. Ricky!
Wah, wah.
Can you give me the sticky Ricky? Ethel never does any of this from my house. Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be... How do we get into this?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast today, cloudy with a high of 79. Tomorrow, cloudy with a high of 78. It's 56.
Wife swapping with the Mertz.
Whoa, who's the cuck in here today?
Hey, Rick, I'm feeling like a dirty boy.
Oh, boy.
I'm a really dirty boy.
Hey, what's that lump? That's the Lucille Ball. The carpet does match the grapes. It's 60 in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Hey!
Rock 102, Springfield Classic Rock. It's 8:55 on Rock 102.
Hey, Rick! It's going to be cloudy today with a high of 79. It's 60 right now in downtown Springfield. What a dumb show this is.
We just had a guy call and say, that was the stupidest thing I ever heard. But you know what? He was so motivated by how stupid it was, he called the radio station, and he'll be thinking about that all damn day today.
All day.
That's right.
All day.
Wife swapping between the Ricardos and the Mertz.
Rick, you going to teach me how to play the bongos too? Rick. Lucy, what are you doing? I'm polishing the trombone with Fred.
Hey, Rick, what do you say you give me and Lucy a good 25 minutes or so?
And then Ethel comes in. What's this about a threesome? Yeah, this is what
Boy,
we
that
did.
Vita Vita Vegemin really does work.
Vita Vita Vegemin? Hey, Rick! Watch me do something with Lucy here. It'll be like she's stuffing those chocolates in her mouth down that conveyor belt. We're disgusting.
It is a disgusting show, but man, it's popular.
Hey, Rick! You're right. People are going to be doing that this afternoon.
That's right.
They're right in the middle of their workday. When you're eating your lunch, you'll be like, hey, Rick!
Hey, Rick! 6'7".
Hey, 6'7", Rick!
It's 8:57 on Rock 102.
It's back. Rock 102.
Field's Classic Rock. It's 9:08, and that's Queen on Rock 102.
Hey, I don't think we're on the air.
It's not a matter of whether we're on the air, Steve. It's just a matter of we got to do what we got to do.
I guess so.
Let me just tell you that when we get back on the air, everyone will know about it, and you'll be able to listen to all the parts that didn't fall apart on the podcast.
Well, what's going on as far as promotional stuff goes, Bax?
Well, Steve, it's funny you should ask that. The Mayflower Marathon Comedy Night is going to be at the Armory at MGM Springfield Thursday, October 16th. It's all brought to you by Dave Miner Exterior Home Improvements and Aquapump. Join us tonight at a laugh to benefit the Open Pantry. Tom Cotter will be your headliner along with Steve and comedian Corey G. I'll be serving as the host for the night. Tickets are on sale at rock102.com. All the proceeds will go to the Mayflower Marathon and to the Open Pantry because the Mayflower Marathon is coming up very, very soon. Again, the Mayflower Marathon Comedy Night with Tom Cotter, with Dave Miner Exterior Home Improvements, Aquapump, and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
Since we're not actually on the air, we can talk dirty now.
No.
Like the word grundlewink. Ever word grundlewink?
No, can't say I have, Steve.
After the joke, there was a collective grundlewink. I'm reading a Reddit post.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm on my phone. I can't even get on the internet on the thing, the computer, the thingy.
Yeah.
How about twankle?
That I don't know what that is.
I don't think they don't mean anything. They're just made up dirty
just words.
Sound dirty.
Okay.
Right? Spindle snog.
I can think of some uses for that.
Trundlehorn. Squitzo.
Okay.
Bleeber.
There
Yorkle. Splatch.
Now, Yorkel, that was that character on that TV show, right? Steve Yorkel.
Yeah. Can I do that?
Hey, Rick.
Hey, Rick. You want a Rumpelstiltskin?
It's not.
That's where you get it on the toilet, hovering over with stilts.
It's 9/11 at Rock 102.
Pro